Alright, welcome back to the Backmarker update. Today we're going to be looking at the Las Vegas race for the Xfinity Series. The Xfinity Series, very small amount of cautions. We only had 2 cautions that weren't stages. We only had 1 incident that was worth noticing, so we're just going to watch that real quick, then go over the finishing results, go over cautions, penalties, backmarker finishes, points, and then my general thoughts on the race. But pretty uneventful race, of course. We're getting into the amount of races now that after the first 2 super speedways really just have a big slug of trying to get consistent finishes and not wrecking out. So the only really incident of this race was the 31 wrecking in turn 4 and collecting Sam Mayer. As you can see, he just spins, damages Sam Mayer, the number 1, and doesn't really do anything else. So the winner for this race was a non-points paying driver, as always, the Cup Leech, John Hunter Nevenchek. He gets 5 starts this year, and he just decides to win the race. JGR swept everything. They won. Chandler Smith in the 81 swept both stages, and then the 20 won the race. We'll get to our backmarker finishes in a moment, but first I want to go over the cautions. Lap number 9, as I said, 31 spins off turn 4, involves the 1 as well. Lap 45 was stage 1, lap 93 was stage 2, and then on lap 124, the 31 tried to join back to the race, tried to pull out and try and at least finish the race, but stalled, so that ended his night early, and he just went back to the garage and had to cause a caution because he was just sitting in the entrance of pit road. The only penalty of the night, as you can see in the right-hand side, was Jeb Burton. Late in the race, he was caught speeding on pit road. So not a lot of penalties, not a lot of cautions, and we'll get to the finishes right now. Pretty eventful day for the backmarkers. Notable finishes. Anthony Alfredo did the best. I'm probably going to have to take him off the backmarker list once we get past race 5. He's having a mid-pack kind of year, so not really going to be backpack anymore. But plus 21 for Anthony Alfredo, that's the best finish ever, I think, so far. I don't think we've ever seen anything above a plus 15, so plus 21 is the best gain of any backmarker car so far. Worst performance of the night goes to Dawson Cram. Started 26th, finished 34th. Was still running, but just fell off the pace and can never recover. Finished -6. His teammate Garrett Smithley started 33rd, finished 29th, plus 4. Average finish for Garrett Smithley. I really hope JD keeps Smithley running full time, but I really don't know. JD's kind of on a downward spiral, and I don't think they're going to be running the second car much longer. I wish they would, because I do like seeing it out front. Not out front. I do like seeing more cars on track, but if they can't run it, if they don't want to run it, then it's totally up to them. It's not up to me, the fan, to decide what happens to JD. If it was, I would like them to run 4 full-time cars again and actually make enough money to survive, but that's not what's going to happen in the future. I'm pretty sure they're going by the wayside at this point. Anyway, on to a lighter note, SS Greenlight Racing. J.J. Yaley started 22nd, finished 24th. Pretty solid performance, even though it is a -2. SS Greenlight doesn't really have the best equipment, but the fact that he's getting top 25s in that equipment is pretty noticeable. Patrick Emmerling started 30th, finished 28th. Average day for the 07 car for SS Greenlight Racing with a +2. Pretty good for Patrick Emmerling. The DGM cars, the 91 and the 92, Kyle Weatherman started 20th, finished 21st. Pretty solid day, -1, nothing to feel bad about. Nick Leitz in the 92 started 31st, finished 27th, +4. It's a pretty good. And any gain above +3 is pretty good for a backmarker driver, especially Nick Leitz being young and kind of inexperienced. +3 is pretty good. Young's Motorsports, Leland Honeyman starts 19th, finished 18th, gets a top 20, that's pretty good. Giving a +1 as well, definitely making Young's Motorsports into a top 20 threat week in and week out. The 2 Alpha Prime cars, Ryan Ellis is 23rd, finishes 22nd, gain a +1. On the opposite side, Brendan Poole starts 18th, finishes 19th with a gain of -1. Pretty average day for the Alpha Prime cars. Brendan Poole gets a good top 20 finish. That's pretty good. We have three top 20 finish. No, we got four top 20 finishes. Forgot about Kyle Sieg. We'll get to that in just a second. But four backmarker cars finished in the top 20. That's pretty good for today. And Ryan Ellis, that's a pretty solid, pretty average day for Ryan Ellis, keeping the equipment clean and getting some good finishes. Sage Karam, I really thought that they were going to start and park that car. He missed the green flag, but still managed to finish 36th above, I think, Sam Mayer and SVG in the 97. So, started 35th, finished 36th. I have no idea what happened. I don't know why they missed the start, but they came out, putted around, and got a gain of -1. So, pretty bad day, but I mean, they didn't even start the race. So, I mean, like, there's nothing to scoff at there. They missed the start completely, but were able to actually gain positions from last place. So, pretty meh day. And as for the RSS cars, the 28 of Kyle Sieg starts from 27th, gets a top 20 finish, +7. That's pretty good. That's the third highest gain. I forgot about Joey Gase. We'll get to him as well. He was a sick leave. The story around Joey Gase is that he was almost about to not start the race due to an illness, but he was able to get into the race and get a solid +8, starting in last place. Finished 30th, got a top 30 out of a pretty average day, and got a +8. So pretty good for Joey Gase as far as getting a top 30 from a last place start. But Kyle Sieg, though, getting a top 20 and +7, that's pretty good. Blaine Perkins, however, started 29th, finished 31st. I mean, at least he kept the car clean. That's all we can really ask for at this point. All right, let's look at the points. So since John Hunter Nemechek is not running for points, his win didn't really affect the playoff grid that much. Teams that are having a good playoff run so far, RCR has both their cars in. Austin Hill has 2 wins. Jesse Love in 7th, sitting 25 points above the cut line. JGR has their 2 full-time cars in the playoffs currently, with the 81 of Chandler Smith, +55, solidly in, and the 18 of Sheldon Creed, 25 points, in plus above the cut line right now. JR has 3 of their drivers currently in the playoffs, none of which are safe, but I would say that Justin Allgaier could definitely stay inside. We have 7, 8, 9 right in a row there. Sammy Smith doing a good job, +15. Brandon Jones, +10, trying to just stay inside the playoffs. Sam Mayer is way below the playoff bubble. I mean, he's having a rough start of the season. I think he's only finished one of the races so far, so not a good start to the season. Both SHR cars, both Stewart-Haas Racing cars are in the playoffs. 3rd, Riley Herbst, +50. Cole Custer in the 00, 5th, +28. Looking at other teams, Colleague Racing only has one of their cars currently in, AJ Allmendinger, +34. SVG is down there, -11, so he's close at least for right now. Good independent teams of Big Machine Racing, +5 with Parker Kligerman. Ryan Sieg in the RSS Racing 39 and the 5 of Anthony Alfredo, a backmarker car, are tied for the playoff bubble. Ryan Sieg finished higher, which is why he gets the benefit of doubt of the tiebreaker, but Anthony Alfredo is tied with him in points, so watch out for him in the future. But otherwise, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to put someone to replace Anthony Alfredo because he seems like a good bubble driver for the playoffs. Other people to talk about, Ryan Truex is there, but he's not running full-time. The 2 Alpha Prime cars are 17th and 18th, so they're still holding strong, -18 for both of them. -20 is Jeremy Clements and his driver-owner team. BJ McLeod, the same in his driver-owner team, -25. And Parker Retzlaff had some really big issues, but is only -3, so a lot can change. I think he's still in contention for the playoffs. And that's going to do it for the backmarker update for Las Vegas race for the Xfinity Series. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like if you like, dislike if you don't, subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodaloo!